there you go. I don't mind him. And that's it. Decent episode. Let's talk about New Jersey for a little bit. So, Teresa, I believe this was on her own podcast. I'm really not trying not to give credit. It's just sometimes the sources blend together, but this is from I think Teresa's own podcast that she was talking and she of course said there's no truth to the Frank rumor that she's been asked to step down. And oh, and by the way, one more thing about the OC, one more thing which I find interesting that reminds me of Teresa. Say I have Teresa on the brain. Alexis is now saying, I don't want to reveal what happens the rest of the season because Andy's going to get mad at me. But trust me, the truth is going to come out and it's going to be a vindication. I mean, we just went through this with Teresa in interviews all season saying she was going to be vindicated, which I guess in her mind is the fact that Margaret called the ex, Vanessa. It wasn't because of Jackie, because, I mean, that's her best friend now. I don't really know if that was a vindication, Teresa, but here we go. I don't really see, but I mean, how many episodes do we have left? Maybe it's a long season. Like, I guess we're on episode 10. So yeah, we could only be maybe halfway through. So yeah, I guess we have a lot more to go. But the point is, I don't know about this vindication. Now she's starting to sound just like Teresa. But speaking of Teresa, Teresa has done an interview. It was on her podcast. And she was saying that she agrees that there needs to be a cast shakeup. She doesn't think it needs to be a full reboot. Well, girl, I mean, unless you want to talk yourself out of a job, like LaLa Kent seems to be doing. LaLa says, did we talk about this already? Where LaLa said, I'm one of these people. I say like the housewives lose their identity and they're all in the show and they have no identity outside the show, which is a lot of people accuse Shannon of that. I am accusing myself of that in the sense that I don't remember if I say something in my head because I have voices in my head as a Gemini, or if I said it to myself, like, oh, I got to tell the guys about that. And by guys, I mean all of you, or I actually said it on the show. But I don't know. Do we talk about this where it was all about Alala saying that she doesn't fit into Vanderpump Rules anymore. She doesn't fit into the Valley. And she also doesn't see herself fitting into Housewives. It's like, girl, shut the hell up. You're talking yourself out of a job. So, of course, Teresa is not Lala. It is saying she doesn't foresee a full reboot. No shit, girl. You want to keep your job. But she does see the cast being shaken up. She then said, well, America, I'm not going anywhere. America is not done with me yet. I mean, Teresa Giudice, Mrs. Teresa Lurielias. You got your huggers. They ain't done with you, but a lot of people, girl, are done with you. A lot of people are not happy. I'm telling you, Louis really affected Teresa's, I guess, popularity with the people. Because, I mean, the huggers rode hard and you guys still read hard. You come after me. I tell you to fuck off. I don't give a shit. Everyone else that interviews Melissa and Margaret and all those people, they get upset. They're not used to the hate. Even the Tamra said that she's not used to it. But I don't care. But you guys still ride for your queen, but not as much as these two. So I don't know, Teresa, when you say America's not done with you yet. I don't know about that, girl. And then she says, I mean, I did my huge 2-part episode of what I think is going to happen for the future of New Jersey. I stand by everything I said on that episode. I think when all is said and done, we've already have distance from last season. I think Teresa comes back. I think that maybe Fessler, but I think Teresa, Dolores, Cabral. The more I think about it, Fessler, Teresa, Dolores, Cabral. Sorry, guys. That whole thing with Aiden, that's not going to cost her job. Fuda and Fessler. And that is it. And Melissa, Margaret, and Aiden are out. And Jackie. That's what I think. I'm sticking to that. But Teresa says that she's happy to get rid of some of the people. Well, there you go. And she's saying it again. When I did my long, drawn out vision for the future, I said, I think they're going to do this for Teresa. They're going to not have any other choice I think it's going to be excuse me. I am really exhausted. It is like the crack of dawn that I am recording this because I've had such a week. But my point is, she keeps saying all through for over a decade, you guys never see the Fun Teresa. Remember how fun I was before Melissa was on the show? First of all, not really. Like, I don't really remember Teresa that fun. Lucy and Ethel with Jacqueline, I get it. And I love me some Jacqueline, but you also flipped a fucking table and went psychotic right out of the gate. So I really don't remember a lighthearted, fun Teresa. But there you go. But I think she's saying this again in this interview, in that, well, you're going to see the other Teresa, the Fun Teresa on House of Villains. So here she goes again. She said this before. She's been saying it for a decade. And she's saying the trailer's out. Get ready. It's coming. And you won't know what hit you. It's a whole different Teresa. And by watching House of Villains, we are all going to see what the future of New Jersey can be. And it's her and it's light and it's fun. I really think the woman went. I mean, from the trailer, we see you yelling at Tiffany Pollard, New York, and basically telling her to like go fuck herself. So I don't know if this is going to do you any favors, but okay, girl, if you think this is going to show the lighthearted Teresa, I mean, we all know Teresa's not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Melissa has done an interview. I really do. Excuse me. I apologize. We have to just power through because we have a lot to get to here today. So Melissa's done an interview and they're all still talking. Dolores has also done an interview where she says that there is a world in which she could see everybody coming back. Are you fucking high, girl? Are you high? Everyone is not coming back. Okay. You already did that and look what happens. But Melissa did an interview and she said, nothing has been decided yet. No shit, Sherlock. Messy G, Teresa, Giudice, and Messy G. She wanted to clarify. Oh, isn't this what we said here on this podcast like weeks ago? She wanted to clarify that when she said that she's no interest in returning to Real Housewives of New Jersey if Teresa is there, because Teresa brought the show to a toxic nature. What she meant is she's no interest in being on a show that's toxic, and she's not proud of that show anymore. And she wants to be on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Meaning like the good old days, meaning like what we're watching now on the OC. I don't find it as toxic as Teresa and Melissa. She wanted to clarify that she does what Bravo says, and if Teresa's back and she's back, so be it. She doesn't want it to be toxic. It wasn't Teresa. Sure, girl. That's a total backtrack as far as I'm concerned. And then she does talk about our favorite guest,